Welcome to Hoop the Castle at Burg Ludwigstein in Germany, and I'm here to do a reverse 3-beat weave tutorial. Woohoo! I have two different hoops. One has no colour, and that is on my left hand, which has no armband, and then the other has got the pink hoop, and that's got the armband on it. So if you need to look at my arms at any point, that's what I'm going to stick with the whole time. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start by making sure you have gone and checked out my forwards 3-beat tutorial, because the forwards 3-beat is significantly easier than the reverse 3-beat. So make sure you've got that. So we're going to start by learning this weave on the right hand. So you have your hoop in your right hand, down by your side with your palm facing upwards. You imagine there's a giant cross shape in front of you, and you're going to move that hoop along that cross shape and then in big circles around the side. So from this position, we go from bottom right all the way up on the cross to top left. We make a big circle, and then we go bottom left to top right, drawing this X shape in the middle and always leading with our pinky finger. Pulling upwards and around, upwards and around, upwards and around, upwards and around, like this. This shown from the side, you go up on the cross shape and then make the circle on the other side. You go up with the cross shape and then you make the circle on the side, and you're constantly thinking about going upwards as you're in front of you and making these circles on the side without the hoop dropping down. Looking at this from above, what we can see is that the hoop is following this cross to the other side path from low to high, and it's always leading with the pinky. As you get more confident with this, what you'll find is that your palm starts to open up, and instead of doing the movement from your shoulder and your arm, you're actually going to be using your wrist much more, and this is going to make things a lot easier. But this will come with time, so don't rush it. Now we're going to do exactly the same thing on the left hand. So starting with the hoop at the side with the palm facing upwards, we trace this X from bottom to top all the way around, big circle, and then trace the X again from bottom to top. It is forwards, and then we go upwards, up, 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 and around, up, and around. And again, so we're going and making a big X, up, draw the circle, up, draw the circle. So we'll show this from above. If you have your palm facing upwards on your left side and you drive the hoop up and you make this X shape in front of you at all times, not allowing the hoop at any point to flop down. As you can see from this, my palm has opened out and I'm trying to do more of the motion from the wrist rather than just from the shoulder. So if you've already got that reverse weave, then next thing you need to be able to do is do the thumb spin on the across side, because for the 3-beat weave we're actually going to be doing 2 spins on the across side, and you'll need to do a thumb spin for that. So we're starting in the right hand and we're going across to the left side. When it gets to the left side, you open out your palm so that you're showing your palm of your hand to the left side wall, and the hoop is spinning on your thumb. You're then going to as the hoop goes down, grab the hoop on the top of the hoop on the outside and spin back to the normal side. In the beginning, it can help to just let that hoop spin lots of times on the thumb and just get used to that feeling before you just do one extra spin, which is what we're aiming for in the end. So shown again here from the front, we're going across to the other side, spinning quite a few times on our thumb, and then just getting used to that feeling and grabbing on the outside of the hoop to come back. So the aim is to be comfortable enough to go across, thumb spin, one individual thumb spin, and then immediately grab the top of the hoop and come back again. So as before, we do one spin on the right side, go across to the other side of the body, immediately open up that thumb and that hand so that you can spin on the thumb, and then re-grab and come back across. We also need to be able to do this on the left hand, so again you go across to the right side and you just open that palm up and spin that hoop as many times as you want on that thumb, just to get used to that feeling. So starting off with just opening the palm out to the right wall and just getting a few extra spins in, and then ending up only doing one extra spin. So this time, starting on the left side, pinky leading, you go across to the right side, open up your palm so that the hoop does one rotation on your thumb, and then grab on the outside of the hoop to come back. So rotation on the thumb, grab the outside of the hoop and come back. So over, thumb spin, and grab on the outside to pull back.
Now what we're going to do here is the same as we did with the forwards 3-beat, but we're going to do it in reverse this time. So instead of going with the forwards 3-beat, we went over, under and back. With this one, we're going to go over, thumb spin and back, over, thumb spin and back. So it's the same but in reverse. But what we're going to do is with our other hand, we're going to go under, over, back, under, over, back, under, over, back, under, over, back. So from here, we go under, over, back, under, over, back, under, over, back.
So we start in the right hand and we place our left arm out in front of us. We swing under our arm first, and then as the hoop spins on the thumb, you move your hand to above your arm. What really helps with this is if you imagine instead of the hoop spinning just on your thumb, your hand itself is actually making a circle in the air to get on top of the arm while the hoop is on your thumb. So under, over, and grab on the top and come back. Under, spin to go over, and then bring your hand back. And it doesn't matter if you have to move your other arm a little bit to let this happen. This will get better over time.
We're then going to do exactly the same thing with the other hand. Over, thumb spin back. And then we're going to add in the other arm. Under, over, back. Under, over, back. Under, over, back.
So this time we're starting in the left hand and we're going under the right arm extended out in front. Again, it's really key to remember that when you do the thumb spin, it's not a static thumb spin. Your hand that has the hoop on the thumb is actually making a big circle as it gets on top of the other arm. And it's practicing this that's really going to make the reverse 3-beat doable for you. So always remember that you're going under the arm, then thumb spin, moving the hand on top of the arm, and then back.
We start with both spinning backwards, so you can start that from this position with the hands at the low point, drop them both back so they're both spinning backwards, and then we're going to run with our hands so that they're going one high, one low like this. So this is split time. And then what we're going to do is start one of them first. So I'm going to start my pink hoop, my right hand first, and it's going to go over the top, and the other one's going to start. I can then do exactly the same with the white. I can go over the top. So these are my two 2-beat weaves. So I spin backwards, I get them going split time, and then I go pink over the top, back, or white over the top. Pink over the top. Or white over the top.
So you start with both hoops going backwards, and then you make them go split time by running with your hands, so one is high and one is low. You're then going to grab the pink hoop, so the right hoop, as the hoop is falling over the top and over to the back, and this will allow you to go into the 2-beat with the pink hoop on top. For the 3-beat weave, it's really important to be able to do both 2-beats. So if you're back in your split time by your sides, it's actually the left hoop, or in this case the white hoop, that grabs as the hoop is falling to the back and pulls across over the top to start doing the 2-beat with the left hoop on top.
Remember that the white hoop has no armband and the pink hoop has the armband. So what we're going to do is we're going to transfer which hand is on top using this over under back. Please don't jump forward in steps. If you must be able to get the thumb spin before you start trying to do this move. So what we're going to do is we're going to start as we did. We're going to start doing the 2-beat. So this time it's my white hoop on the bottom and my pink hoop on the top. So my right hand is on the top. So in the forwards 3-beat, what we did was it was the top hoop that did the extra spin. In the reverse, it's the bottom hoop. In this case, the white hoop, my left hand. So my white hoop does the extra spin, which allows the pink hoop to come underneath this time to come into the 2-beat in the other direction. And then the same thing again. I do a thumb spin and bring the other hand around. Thumb spin and around. Thumb spin and around.
So showing this from above, we're spinning both hands backwards and we start doing the 2-beat, starting with the pink hoop, which is the right hoop. So in this case, the right hoop is on top, the right pink hoop is on top, and the left hoop is underneath, the white hoop is underneath. So the white hoop is the hoop that's going to do the extra circle on the thumb, allowing the pink hoop to come underneath, and you end with a 2-beat, but this time with the white hoop, the left hoop on top, and the pink hoop on the bottom. So this time we're going to do an extra spin on the pink hoop to allow the white hoop to come underneath, and then you're back into the pink hoop on top 2-beat. So once you can do this and switch which hand's on top, you've basically got everything you need to do the 3-beat. So the white hoop, when it's underneath, does an extra circle to let the pink hoop through, and then you're into your opposite 2-beat, and then once you've got comfortable in that 2-beat, you can then do an extra spin on the pink hoop, which is underneath, and that allows the white hoop to come underneath and take the lead. And this is essentially all there is to the 3-beat weave. So all we need to do to get the complete 3-beat in reverse is to just take out those extra 2 beats. So every time you do a thumb spin, you let the other hoop take the lead by going underneath. So if we look at this from above, if you watch the white hoop, it comes under, thumb spin over and back, and the red hoop comes under, thumb spin over and back. So there's this constant changing of which hand's on top, but you can just practice with the extra 2 beats until this feels comfortable.
So guys, if you're really struggling with this, I would highly recommend that you try this with poi first. It's significantly easier. You don't have to do all these crazy thumb spins. Another thing that I'd say about troubleshooting is quite often when people are doing this, when they start to do it, they start to go upwards like this, and it all gets a bit crazy. So just try and remember that you want to keep, when you do your thumb spins, try and keep keep your hands low, and that's really going to help to keep it down. And that actually goes for your 2 beats as well. Whenever you're doing a 2 beat, it's really tempting to start doing this. But just keeping your hands low is really going to make a difference to how easy this trick is. Good luck!